Larry David weighed in on this after the Chiefs-Bills game, which was one of the best games ever. And, of course, the Bills didn't get to touch the ball in the overtime. So yesterday, a lot of the sports
Larry
shows,
David.
Larry David.
Larry David?
The Larry David.
I've been waiting for this.
Got in on it.
Hot take.
With whom?
Himself. He just put it on his own social media and said, here's what I think.
The overtime rules are so ridiculous. So I win a coin toss, and I score a touchdown, and the other team, they're done. Why do they not have a chance? So now a coin toss is deciding the winner of a game. Nothing makes sense in this world. Give the other team a chance to come back. It's just not fair. Let's do what's fair.
Let me give you a few numbers here. Now, Chris Demm disagrees with that. Chris Demm says, play defense. You've got a defense.
Right.
Play it.
Of course, there is an advantage to being on offense, but how many overtime games end on the first possession? You know?
Okay, I do know. I'm glad you said that. Overall, in the last 10 years, 27% end, or since they've changed the rule to where it's no longer sudden death, 27% end on the first possession with a touchdown. However, in the playoffs, 10 of the last 11, the team that has won the toss has gone down and scored. 10 of 11, which is pretty high.
Explain that.
I know.
From regular season.
And what I was
they're better teams is part of it.
And great quarterbacks,
Yeah.
All the rules favor the offense. It keeps changing to the offense, of course. We know that. And they're saying that the defenses are so tired that I was thinking whoever wins this coin toss is winning this game. There's no doubt in my mind. I mean, neither could stop the other the whole fourth quarter.
But under the Larry David plan, did the Bills then get the ball, and then if they don't score, the Chiefs win?
No. The Larry David plan, and I heard a lot of this yesterday, was play a 10-minute overtime. You're playing 10 minutes.
You know what they do? You know where that comes from?
What's that?
Soccer.
Yes, soccer. Okay.
That's how they do World Cup.
Okay.
That's all I watch.
Play an overtime period. Mm-hmm. Well, hockey, too. They play – well, hockey just plays in the playoffs till it's done. Whoever scores first wins. But that's a different game, But they say play 10 or 15 minutes, another period, so that, okay, let's say the Chiefs go down and score, go up by 7. Now the Bills have the ball. They come back. They have a chance to tie the game. The game continues, till the clock ends and one team is leading.
But the league, I think, is trying to keep overtime games short.
That's right.
They'll say it's player safety. Plus, as you say, the players get fatigued. It's a different game.
And the players, hockey now, they get tired. In hockey, of course, that's totally different. But because it's so hard to score. In football, it's a lot easier to score. I was hearing yesterday, injury can be, you get hurt when you're tired. And if you keep playing, your quarterback can get hurt. Your defensive players can get hurt. I don't know. I'm okay with the
current setup.
The current setup. I'm okay with it. I had to lie to my stretch artist, Landon.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You're calling him an artist?
He's an artist?
Have you seen my hamstrings?
No.
He's an artist.
Well, no, but is it going to be in the next golf commercial?
Yes.
Sorry, boner commercial.
Well, I think I know where this lie's going. It's because you placate whoever you're around.
Exactly.
Biggie's correct.
I wouldn't say. I'll tell you this. I would never call you a liar.
Thank you.
But definitely a placater.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
Yeah.
You too, Mommy.
Because
I like the current NFL rule. I'm okay with it. I don't have a problem with it. When Landon was stretching me the other day at stretch zone, he's got me in an awkward position. I'm pretzeled. And he says to me, we got to change these NFL overtime rules. And I said, you better believe we do. And he said, the college rule is so much better. And I don't like the college rule. I don't like where they each get it from the 25-yard line or whatever. And I said, you're so right, Landon. And then he's pushing on my leg, so the whole time. So I keep saying,
you literally couldn't push back
that's right.
mentally or physically.
That's right. And so I do you like the college rule better or the NFL rule?
I hate the college rule.
I do too. I think that's gimmicky.
Yes.
I don't like it.
I don't like when I see something going at 6 overtimes.
Well, and then after the second
but they've modified those. You don't see quite as many. The scores aren't as crazy as they used to be.
Because you have to just start going for 2.
Yeah.
Correct. I mean, you don't even get to score. You just go from the 2-yard line.
Yeah.
And I don't like that either because I do think that's just gimmicky.
And that is where your injuries come. I mean, these guys are trying to run it in head first and you get a concussion or somebody pulled. I mean, I don't like it either.
I'm not a fan of that.
And we did have a record this year. Didn't one go 9 overtimes?
Yeah, but the score was fairly low.
Yeah.
Because I expected 9 overtimes. The score was going to be 70-64, but it wasn't. No. But yeah, I'm okay with the NFL. How about just this modification? Ahead of time who's going to get the ball. You say, okay, home team gets the ball or visiting team gets the ball, or you flip the coin ahead of time. So then, for instance, if you are down a point and can kick an extra point to tie the game and send it to overtime, but you know the other team's getting the ball first in overtime, you might go for two to try to win it. You know what I'm saying? That way you know ahead of time this team is getting the ball first in overtime. So it's knowledge so you can avoid overtime.
Well, the visiting team calls the coin, right? So
yeah, so let's say another thing I've heard is, okay, visiting team calls coin at the beginning of the game. You can choose to either get the ball first half, second half, or overtime if it goes to overtime. You know, you have that choice. Or you just say home team gets the ball in overtime to start the game. So you know who it is. Nikki, you're talking about the college rule in overtime versus the NFL. Go ahead.
Yeah, I love the college rule in overtime because both teams gets the exact same opportunity.
Yeah, that is an argument.
Yeah, the college rules don't bother me.
You like college or pro better rules?
Each is fine. I don't mind the college. I don't think it's a mockery. I mean, it's a little bit gimmicky, but it sounds like anything is going to be gimmicky.
Well, I don't think the NFL
unless it's sudden death.
Yeah, I don't think the NFL is gimmicky. I think the college is gimmicky. Would you change it if you were the NFL? Do you think there's enough?
I don't think the fans would go for it.
Oh, really? I think a lot of fans want it changed to something.
Yeah, but they'll say they don't want the college rules, but
they want the
caller.
Well, let's say let's just say you're the commissioner of the NFL making the decision. Would you change the overtime rules in the NFL to be like college?
No.
I don't think so either. Scott, you're talking about the overtime rules, NFL versus college, or would you change it? Go ahead.
There's an article I read this morning that says the Chiefs scored in 8 plays. So give the Bills, I would say 7 plays
right
to score.
Yeah. And then they win if they score in 7 plays.
And if they score in 7 plays, they win.
I like it.
That's your pyramid rules where you have
That's
to
exactly right.
in overtime you have to use the time.
Yes. I like that. I think that's a good idea. That way both teams touch the ball. Thank you, Scott. It's not that gimmicky.
6th down, 7th down.
You have, but then you've got to figure
it's
in
a little schoolyardy.
And penalties and stuff. Does it count as a play? You know, I mean, they could figure that out though. It's a little bit schoolyardy. I even thought have kickers come out.
Oh, that's too soccery.
Okay, I haven't finished.
And fight shirtless. See,
I'm sorry. You're right.
You read it too. No, have kickers come out. All right, and play Name That Tune like this, like
over the loudspeaker.
Right. So the first guy. Okay. That's it. That's it.
And now the jock jams are headed to the center of the field.
Wait.
The referee holds his chest up to their mouths.
All right.
Talk loud.
All right. The Chiefs kicker says, I can make a 50-yard field goal. And the Bills kicker says, I can make a 51-yard field goal. And then the Chiefs says, I can make back and forth. And then finally, he says, I can make a 57-yard field goal. Make that field goal. Okay? He said, make that field goal. Listen. And all it is if he makes that field goal, you get the ball first. And if you score, you win. You know, and then it's sudden death. But you get the ball. You kick only for the ball. You know, it's like, okay, I've made my 57-yard field.
And nobody else is on the field, just the holder and the kicker.
That's it. You snap it, you kick it. And
so there's a snap.
Yeah, let's
and you can block it.
So there's 3 people.
Well, let's
put the whole teams out there. Like it's like a real field goal
because they can block it.
Yeah, let's say it's to block.
Can we distract them?
Yes. Yes.
With topless cheerleaders.
And I want that now. I can make it from 50. Oh, yeah, I can make it from 55. And you just keep going up until the other
kick.
Right. The other team says, okay, kick it. And if you make it, whoever gets the chance to do it, if you make it, all you do is get the ball. But it's sudden death then. Even a field goal wins the game because you've won the ball, you know?
Yeah.
Huh?
I don't know. You're just kind of measuring dongs, aren't you?
He's winding me up. He's winding me up again.
What's dong measuring?
He's not dong measuring.
Some people don't think football kickers are football players.
I know.
This makes them part of the game.
But again, but they're already part of the game, and they decide a lot of games. And all this does is give you the ball. It's just like a coin flip, except it's skill. You know, you have to actually earn the ball.
Yeah.
Mark, you're talking about overtime in the NFL. Go ahead.
Yeah, I thought about this after a bunch of great games, but at regular season they play 10-minute overtimes, and if time runs out, it's tied.
Yes.
So they should do a 10-minute overtime, play it out so it's modified from 15 minutes to a regular quarter, and then if it's still tied, then you either do a modified college rules where you get it to 25, or you just do a sudden death at that point.
See, I see that. I do see that. That way, if the Chiefs go down and score in 7 minutes, the Bills have 3 minutes to come back and tie it. Or, you just play. You just play. It's like another period. And so then if the game's over, if one team is leading at the end of that time period, you win. If not, you go to sudden death. The argument against that is the longer you play, the more chance for injury. NFL has said that, Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. But I do like that. I think let's go ahead and I think I might change to that.
I wonder where the owners stand on this, because they're the ones who have to change the rules, right?
Yeah, they would have to vote for it, and the players' union
It's not
have to
the
approve
commissioner.
it. No, it would be the owners getting together, and then the players' union have to agree. Somebody did say yesterday, though, on ESPN, we just had 4 of the greatest games. We had the best weekend of NFL football of all time.
Yeah.
Why are we trying to mess with things?
Yeah.
It's like this was the best 4 games we've ever seen in one 2-day period. Why are we messing with it?
3 decided by kickers.
Yeah. Well, the kickers did have a lot to do with those games. And the other one even sent to
That too,
overtime by
really.
the kicker. The kicker's very important. You don't really think of him much. That's why my name that tune idea, even though you're winding me up and calling it a dong measuring competition.
It is between the 2 kickers.
What if they have to kick at the same goalpost?
Yes.
At the same time.
Yes, at the same time.
Block each other?
Yes.
With their dongs out.
I want this. I want it.
I can be
Houston
real.
rules.
I can really get in the way when you're kicking.
Don't trip over this.
That's right.